Welcome to Dark Films. Today's film story is The Secret Society. In the small town of Millbrook, a group of friends gathered for a late-night camping trip in the woods. They were a tight-knit group consisting of 3 boys and 3 girls, all in their early 20s. As they sat around the campfire, telling ghost stories and sharing laughs, they noticed something strange in the distance. A flickering light coming from deep within the woods. Curiosity got the best of them, and they decided to investigate. As they made their way through the darkness, they stumbled upon an old, dilapidated building that appeared to be abandoned. But as they got closer, they heard the faint sound of voices coming from within. They cautiously approached the building, peering through the windows to see a group of people dressed in cloaks, standing in a circle and chanting in a language they couldn't understand. The group of friends were startled but intrigued. They decided to return the next night, equipped with flashlights and a camera, to see if they could uncover what was really going on. As they approached the building once again, they noticed that the chanting had stopped and the building was now completely silent. They cautiously entered the building, creeping through the halls until they came upon a locked door. One of the boys, a skilled lockpicker, managed to break the lock and open the door. What they found inside shocked them to their core. The room was filled with old books, strange artifacts, and symbols etched into the walls. It was clear that this was no ordinary building, and the group of friends had stumbled upon something much more sinister than they could have ever imagined. As they started to investigate the room further, they discovered a hidden trapdoor that led to a secret basement. It was there that they uncovered a series of old journals, detailing the dark history of the secret society that had been operating in Millbrook for generations. The group of friends were horrified to learn that the society had been linked to a series of unsolved murders that had plagued the town for years. It was clear that they needed to uncover the truth about this secret society before it was too late. But as they continued to dig deeper, they soon realized that the society was much more powerful and dangerous than they had ever anticipated, and as they uncovered more and more secrets, they found themselves being hunted by the very people they were trying to expose. The group of friends couldn't believe what they had uncovered in the secret basement of the abandoned building. The journals they found revealed a long history of the secret society's involvement in unsolved murders in the town of Millbrook. They knew they had to do something to stop them. They decided to split up and investigate the society from different angles. One of the girls, Rachel, decided to research the history of the town to see if there were any clues as to the society's origins. She spent countless hours in the local library, poring over old books and documents. Eventually, she stumbled upon an old journal from the early 1900s that mentioned a secret society called the Order of the Black Sun. The journal detailed how the society had formed in the late 1800s as a group of wealthy elites who wanted to exert their power and influence over the town. They had used their wealth to manipulate local politics and business, and even to commit unspeakable crimes. The journal also mentioned that the society's symbol was a black sun, which was often seen etched into the walls of the old buildings throughout the town. Rachel shared her findings with the rest of the group, who were shocked to learn that the society had been operating for so long. They decided to investigate the symbols further, and one of the boys, Jack, took it upon himself to explore the abandoned buildings around town, looking for any clues. He eventually found a hidden room in one of the old factories. On the outskirts of town, the room was filled with black sun symbols, and he also found a list of names that seemed to be connected to the society's members. Meanwhile, another of the girls, Emily, decided to look into the recent murders in town. She spent hours interviewing witnesses and piecing together evidence, and eventually, she found a common thread that linked all the victims. All of the victims had been connected to the society in some way, whether through business dealings or personal relationships. It was clear that the society was still carrying out their dark agenda, and that the group of friends were in grave danger. As they continued their investigation, they began to attract the attention of the society. They received threatening letters and phone calls warning them to stop digging. but they were determined to uncover the truth and bring the society to justice. As the group of friends continued to investigate the secret society, they knew that they were running out of time. They had uncovered too much information, and the society was now targeting them. One night, they received a phone call from an unknown number, and a voice on the other end warned them that if they didn't stop their investigation, they would be next on the list of victims. The group was terrified, but they refused to back down. They knew they had to confront the society and put an end to their reign of terror once and for all. They hatched a plan to infiltrate one of the society's meetings, which they knew was scheduled to take place in the old mansion on the outskirts of town. They spent days preparing, gathering evidence, and practicing their plan. When the day of the meeting arrived, the group put their plan into action. They snuck into the mansion disguised as waiters, and managed to slip a microphone into the main meeting room. As they listened in on the society's conversations, they heard horrifying details about their plans for the town, and the people who had already been sacrificed to their cause. They knew they had to act fast. The group revealed themselves and confronted the society, who were shocked to see them there. The two groups engaged in a heated argument, which quickly turned violent. The society members drew their weapons, but the group of friends managed to overpower them and subdue them. They called the police, who arrived on the scene and arrested the members of the secret society. The group of friends had finally put an end to the society's dark agenda and brought justice to the victims of their crimes. They had uncovered a web of secrets that had been hidden for generations, and they had proven that even a small group of determined individuals could make a difference. The group of friends had finally put an end to the society's dark agenda and brought justice to the victims of their crimes. They had uncovered a web of secrets that had been hidden for generations, and they had proven that even a small group of determined individuals could make a difference. The group of friends had finally put an end to the society's dark agenda and brought justice to the victims of their crimes. They had uncovered a web of secrets that had been hidden for generations, and they had proven that even a small group of determined individuals could make a difference.